Hello and welcome to my video. So this is going to be my video on the full moon in Virgo, which is happening on Friday the 18th of March at 6:17 p.m. And so with this full moon that we have that's coming up on Friday, which is tomorrow my time, tomorrow night, we've got the Jupiter actually opposing the moon. And I feel like this is going to be quite good, where there's going to be like lucking up the emotions, like communication. It's like, but also I feel like where with this new moon, it's about bringing out the good in us and bringing out the good intentions and where things have gone. There's an aspect of healing coming up with this full moon too. Healing and patching up what needs patching up, and patching up our own lives and what hasn't been working out, or what hasn't been heading out right with us. And also it's really important with all this Piscean energy that we do have, because we've still got Mercury, Jupiter, Neptune and the Sun still in Pisces. So it's this big energy of listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right, really listen to that, and we know where you're going and heading off. We've also got, and we're coming up to a square, which has come up with Uranus with Mars and Venus. This can bring about, this could be unexpected love, this could be unexpected anger, frustration, things to do with also our freedoms, our humanity. There could be some unexpected things. Also could be unexpected strength with that as well. Technology too, as there also those planets are getting closer to Saturn. And we've also got an aspect with Pluto, which I do feel like is going to bring about potentially some good change in our lives too. I always feel like this, also with this I've got written down here, it's about it's trying to be too clingy. People might need to feel like they're being a bit emotional, a bit clingy. It is I really do feel like this new moon is about healing. It's really about caring for one another, caring for the collective, and caring for people that humanity in general. And I really feel like if you've been feeling lack of emotion, I know that's been for myself. Sometimes I've got lack of emotion coming up. I've been feeling the energy that's happening right now, and I feel like you just try to push through that energy, so you are able to go through and do what you need to do. Because it's like a lack of motivation, just push through that. I just feel like by coming into next week, the energy should be picking up more with that energy too. Also, with this new moon, it's about showing compassion as well. I do feel like there could be, with this new moon, or this full moon, I do feel like there could be potential, there could be some movement happening with Ukraine and Russia in the peace talks. I feel like it could be coming up. I feel like Ukraine might sort of surrender and give in to what is what Russia want. For Russia, it's a win for Russia. They may possibly. There's something about Ukraine putting a white flag up that I was seeing that they don't say when I was doing some meditation. So we'll just have to sort of see how things pan out. It won't be, as I said, it's like this new full moon is about healing, and I do see that the Russian president being quite happy, but it's I feel like it might bring some stability. Like it won't wipe everything clean, and it may not be it all finished, but there's also too, with a lot of this energy that's coming around there, that's in Pisces that we have, we're still looking at things that media, delusion, things that possibly we don't know what to believe, what we see, because of the media and what's happening with the planets and where it is. There's a lot of energy where a lot of things that are going on that we just don't know what the truth is and what's really going on unless you're really there. So I feel like there's a lot of tricks and manipulation going on at play here, and we don't know everything that's happening. Okay, we have a lot of aspects that's happening around the world. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at what the cards say for this full moon in Virgo. But Virgo is about caring, it is about healing. Virgo rules the 6th house, so it is about health too. So looking at your own health, looking at where things you can improve, things that are going to come on. It's also about releasing, purging, releasing things that we don't need anymore, that we don't want, what's not, things in our health. Okay. So we might find, as I said, yeah, with that square when we got with Venus and Mars, there could be some unexpected things with like romance, and I feel like what potentially with relationships, what could come up is where one person feels too clingy or they feel too smothered and they want their space. They want to be more independent. I feel like that potentially might be coming up with that square, and I feel like there could be starting to be money, finances may not also be good with this full moon, because it's like we're trying to save our money, we're trying to put things away, and there may be something that rocks the boat with that, or we may even find there's like some sort of change with money aspect coming on. I want to say either could be changing where you earn. It's just a change coming up with in terms of money with this full moon. Also, I feel like even around the world, I feel like to do with the stock market, where everything is going, I do feel like inflation will probably continue to rise up. So it's going to be a big thing about finances and a change of how we're going to go. There's going to be a need to push for something different that's coming on. But I also see it's a time of being like creative, bring out your creative flair. Think of outside the box, looking at what's different, what can you do different to solve the situation that you're in. And it's like, don't get bogged down with that. Virgos can get very bogged down where they don't like saying no, but I feel like you need to look outside the box of being creative and designing of where you really want humanity or your own life, where you're going to go. But I do feel like it's going to be a big healing to do with like this healing and compassion that we need for humanity right now, where people in different situations are all hurting or all got things that are unsure about, and it's just like it's going to bring I feel like in some instances a sigh of relief that's coming in, and just amount of just like releasing what's coming up. There's also, and with that I feel like we'll bring a good so if there's going to be some sigh of relief. That's what I do feel like. And I feel like it is something to do with Ukraine and Russia. It's going on about there too. Be careful of your dreams. I feel like there could be something going on with dreams as well. Or people are really scared. People really need to face their fears with this full moon. I feel like there's something about you're dreaming or you're worried. There's like deep worriness coming in here as well. That's coming in. Potentially looking at people, this is maybe relationships where people could be walking away. People are not feeling too smothered. They want more independence. They want to know where they don't want to be stuck with another person. They want to be able to have some liberty, some independence coming in with that energy that's coming in with them with this full moon too. Don't be surprised if people want to take more than they can give as well, like being the martyr or arguing. It could be coming up as well. And it's a time of being more independent and living your own life into where you want to go. And and it's like for people who are unsure in relationships, it's about really getting to that gut feeling of if it doesn't feel right, then maybe you need to move on or start something new, than staying in a situation where you don't really belong, you don't really fit in, because it's like you're really trying to make things work, but it could be time for you to get out of that situation as well. There is peace. I started saying this is peace. I feel like there could be a breakthrough with what's happening over in Europe, potential breakthrough. Or it could be like a ceasefire. But I am seeing Ukraine like put the white flag up, but it doesn't mean that Russia's going to completely take over. They'll be independent. There'll be one sovereign, like independent sovereign. There's this tug of war going on over there with the tug of war. It's like it may be a time out in the tug of war that's going on. It's really hard because, as I said, we don't know everything that's going on over there. And while it's not what we see is not good, we just don't know the whole picture, and I don't know if we will. Okay, so That's what the cards that I'm seeing. So some of these cards here are quite good. So they are quite peacemaker. So rise above anything that is standing in your way. Anything, even like energy of making you feel down or depressed, or if it's energy that's not giving you any motivation. It's about rising above the energy and just, you know, it's like you can do it. You just got to rise above it. And once you rise above it and get in and doing it, you'll push through it and you will achieve good results. Even with myself, I've got to make a show cake for a competition, and just like a motivation that's sort of coming out, and the weather's not very good for me, but I've got to push through it and get it done. And that's what I feel like this new moon's going to bring about. It's just going to give you, it's about pushing through and getting things done, and stop procrastinating and stop leaving it to the last minute. That's coming up, because there is some good things, and I think things to be aware of is more is mental health. But I do feel like this full moon is going to bring some more stability for people too. Okay, so I'm going to do a channel, and then we'll do some pick 4 cards out. Okay, so channel first. Hello everyone, it's come here to this video to view today. This full moon in Virgo will be a different full moon than you've ever experienced before. You're going to feel intense energy and emotion that's going to come onto you. Do not regret, do not fade your tears, for let your tears show and let them run rampant down. This is a cleansing. For this full moon that's coming up is about cleansing and healing the world of all the wrongs that have been done. For you're all walking into this new chapter. By May, you've walked into this new atmosphere, this new world, of this new beginning that's going to take place. At first, this new place is going to feel weird and unusual, but at the same time, new and unique. For don't fear what is coming, for everything has a reason, the good and the bad. Embrace both, for this is how you'll survive, and this is how you'll break through and go on to the next thing, especially once July hits, and even November. For you're coming into an intense roller coaster journey. This new moon, or this full moon, is coming in where it's going to open up new doors for you. Do not regret the past, but only... Do not regret the... Sorry. Do not regret the past, but live for new beginnings. Live for the future, and live for what's going to happen and what's going to become. We wish you a good day. Bye. Okay, that's right. I haven't done that in a while. Okay. Alright, now let's look at doing these 4 cards. Also want to say, don't be afraid to show your real power too, coming up. Okay. Have a look here. So I'm going to do 4 cards and give you a meaning for the 4 cards. So card 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got here card 1. So this is for the first card here, and so with this card I do feel like it's about bringing the light and not having fear of anything that's coming up and standing in your way, knowing that you have the confidence in you. You just need to really push through, you know, that light. It's like you're very fearful with this card, but there's nothing to be fearful. Just embracing the light and the colors of the universe to come around, like your angels and loved ones, to help you through. There is new growth, and I just feel like then you might be feeling a bit down, but there's nothing to fear with this card. It's all about stepping in the light and really knowing your truth, knowing your true value to the loved ones that you have around you, and knowing that I just feel like you've got it in you. Meditation will also be the key for this this full moon for you, where you're going to actually grow. So I feel like there's a spiritual awakening about to happen with you as well, and you're coming into a definitely more positive energy, and you're going to grow. So there's something that's going to make you grow. Then I've got this card here. With this card here, it's like you feel like you've got lacking time. It's like you're trying to get things done. You know, you're really trying to, it's like you're running out of time. So it's about, you know, keeping on track of things, writing lists, having reminders, and you've been having this, it's like something you've been having back of your mind, and it's been sitting there, but it's like this big thing about running out of time and looking at detail, looking at extra details or finer details. It's really going to help you with this full moon that's coming up, because it is like you are going into a new direction, and you're going to find you can't procrastinate with this card. This is like you've been procrastinating for too long, playing with time. Sand's running out. You need to stop procrastinating and you need to start doing things. And also with this card, it's about being unique and individual. So standing out from the crowd. Do not just be a sheep with this card. Card number 4, which is this card here. With this card here, it's like maybe you don't fit in. Situation where you might feel you're the odd one out. You're feeling a bit startled. You're a bit sort of all over the place, and it's okay to be different. It's okay to be individual with this card. There's also a situation that, you know, you can't really see everything. It's a bit blurry, or someone's not telling you the whole truth about something. It is about a new journey, but be careful of poison. So either someone will be telling you lies, just like something about poison in this card. So just be careful. Someone spreading misinformation or just checking labels as well. Don't be led down the wrong track with this card. And then card number 4, which is this one here. This card is a good card. I do feel like it is a card of healing. It's a card of emotion. It's a card of, you know, standing in your truth, but you're growing and expanding. You're definitely going more intuitive. It's like you're evolving with this card. Your third eye is like clearing up. It's definitely, you're on the right track. You know where you're going. You're quite confident in yourself, and you're quite creative in what you can manifest and what you're being able to create. You can see your future very clearly. You're definitely knowing that you've got loved ones, spirit around you, guiding you, helping you through this challenging period that you're going through. But it's definitely, this card is definitely saying you've got it, and keep calm, and everything will, you know, keep calm, steady. You're definitely gonna get there with this card. Okay, so that's my reading. So I have been a bit absent. We had a lot of, I don't know if you've seen on your news, if you're overseas, we had a lot of water here, a lot of rain here. We're still getting rain every few days, and we had a flood. I wasn't flooded, but it did wreck my home internet and home phone. So for about a week, I had no internet, no home phone. Plus I had just things coming up, and so I'm okay. It's just, just had things happen. It's just been a bit hectic, bit crazy. Plus I'm also entering a cake competition, which I'm got to start getting that done for next weekend. And good news is, big drum roll, so I'm actually got my own radio show starting tomorrow. So Fridays for people in Sydney at 3 p.m. If you're in New York, it's at 11 p.m. on your Thursday night. And I'm not too sure of everyone else. If you can just Google the conversion, you'll get the time. It's on A1R radio, psychic radio. So it will be a half an hour show. I get two callers that I will read for, and we'll do different topics each week. And that's my big news. I'm also looking at going to Brisbane in April as next month for the MBS. So if you're in Brisbane, come and say hi and get a reading. I've got some things that are happening coming up. I will trying to schedule my lives, just trying to sort everything out. As I said, I have got some stuff coming up this week, and then I've got to get the horoscopes out before the 1st of April too. So just bear with me I've just got a lot going on at the moment, but I will, as soon as I can fit a live in, I will do a live. And hopefully, if I can't, depending on how I get with my cake and the weather, it might not be this week, it might be next week. Okay. And perhaps next Sunday, the 27th. Should be able to do it then. Okay, everyone, I hope you are all well, and thank you for liking, sharing in your comments, and I will see you for my next video. So bye for now.